Hey everybody, my name's Laura, and if you are familiar with my channel, you will know that I have never recorded from this location. You'll note that this behind me is all different. I am recording at a very magical place. It is my favorite place, and I'm so excited to share this with you. We came over for breakfast and I decided to go ahead and do our collective reading from right here because it feels so magical. So again, if you have been here before, I hope you enjoyed this. If you are brand new here, I don't often record from a different location, although my plan is to do a little bit different location reading. Not that, the location is really highlighted, just so the background's a little different. But this is one of my most favorite places, and I'm really excited to share this reading with you from here. So welcome to everybody new, and welcome back to everybody who has been here before. Oh yeah, my name's Laura, and this is Purely Inspired Living. This is one of my most favorite places in the entire world. I just love it here. I had my honeymoon here, and ever since then, this has been my favorite place. So I decided to go ahead and record here. So if you know where we are, leave a note in the comments if you know exactly where I am. And if you don't know, it'll be a surprise. Alright, so today we are going to be doing a tarot reading, and I'm using my Lightseers Tarot deck. I'm using a spread that I got off of Pinterest, and it is from Emerald Lotus Divination. I'll make sure to link it down below so you guys can check out this tarot spread for yourself. So you can come back to it. This is not mine. I did not come up with this, so I wanted to give full credit where it is due. So I got this from Pinterest. Like I said, I'll link it down below. But we are, today in fact, is the Scorpio new moon. So I thought I would do a Scorpio new moon tarot spread, a reading for us today. And it's a 6-card draw. Here are the questions. So 1, energy that comes with this new moon. What do I have to shed and let die? What do I have to embrace and explore? How can I embark on my own personal transformation? Now this one will be slightly different since it's a collective reading, but it'll still speak to our community. How can I speak to the deepest part of my soul? And finally 6, a new moon blessing that will come my way. So those are going to be our 6 questions, and I'll show you the layout of it, which I don't normally do, but I don't normally do a 6-card draw, as you guys may be familiar with. So I'm really excited to share this with you, and all right, let's get to shuffling. So I'm going to lay down the cards the way the spread shows, and then I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so our first question: what energy comes up with this new moon? What do I have to shed and let die? What do I have to embrace and explore? How can I embark on my own personal transformation, or our community transformation? How can I speak to the deepest part of my soul? and a new moon blessing that will come my way. All right, let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so number 1 is right here. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, the energy that comes with this new moon. Page of Swords. Ooh, very interesting. Number 2, what do I have to shed and let die? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, okay. Number 3, what do I have to embrace and explore? 7 of Pentacles. Okay. 4, how can I embark on my own personal transformation? Oh, 4 of Wands. 5, how can I speak to the deepest part of my soul? The 10 of Swords. Interesting. And finally, a new moon blessing that will come my way. Oh, the 9 of Swords. Okay. All right, so let's reflect on this a little bit. Well, welcome back. So, as you can tell, not in the same spot anymore. Actually, I'm sitting in my bedroom right now. It was getting a little noisy, so we were gonna go outside, but then it looked like rain. So, actually, that didn't just look like rain, it actually started sprinkling on us. So, we just decided to come on home. So, we were gonna finish the reading from here. So, while we were gone, I did go ahead and do a little reflection, and I wrote down lots of notes on the reading. So my initial take on this was really interesting. We got a couple of positive cards that are usually associated with really good things, and spots that it was like, what do we need to let go of and let die? So that was a little counterintuitive, as well as a couple of like, how can we connect with the deepest parts of our soul? What are these new moon blessings? Were more like negative connotation kind of cards. So again, seemed counterintuitive. So it really left me needing to reflect a little bit more. So while we were gone and, moving back home, I definitely was thinking about what these cards mean. And I used the guidebook. I always use the guidebook. I've been reading tarot for about a year now for myself, and I always use the guidebook. I go a lot with intuition, but like I merge the two. So I take my initial thoughts, I read through and pull out information that jumps out at me from what has been written about in the guidebook. That's how I read tarot now. Some people don't use the guidebook at all. I do, and that's what works, and I get some really good readings by doing it that way, and that's just how I do it. But that's not what this is. This is a new moon read, okay? So let's talk about the Page of Swords first. So we got this for our number 1, which was what energy is coming through with this new moon. The Page of Swords, the first thing that came to mind was learning new ideas, embarking on a new path through something that we have been studying. That is what stuck out at me. Using the guidebook, some things that I got was your goals will be met by walking a path of honest discovery, especially in regards to others. So that honest discovery is a very Scorpio, that's not how you say that. It is like quintessential Scorpio themes, right? If you listen to my podcast on the Scorpio talk that I did a few weeks ago, we talked a lot about how truth is so important to Scorpio. So honest discovery, they're very into research, or they, as in like people who are Scorpio suns. But Scorpio in general is all about research, going deep within, going into research, not jumping the gun, but really finding truth, getting to the heart of the truth. So what I see with this Page of Swords energy, the energy that's coming with this new moon, is it is giving us energy to walk towards our goals. We've been working on learning more about ourselves. We've been working on learning new skills. And this is going to lead you to an honest discovery that you're going to be able to share with others. So that's the energy that's coming through with this new moon in Scorpio. The second one, so this is what I was talking about. Some of these are positive cards in like a negative connotation. So what do I have to shed and let die? So we got the Knight of Pentacles, which is a very, it's a forward moving card. It's a very positive card. It's telling us that the fruits of our labor are going to pay off, right? So why do we want to let the fruits of our labor die? So after some reflection, some initial things that came to me was patience, slow movement toward a goal, okay? Slow movement toward a goal. When I was reading through the guidebook, make sure you find joy in the process. This is slow moving energy, but it's still forward moving energy. Let go of any stagnant energy so your heart can flow with enthusiasm for the future. So what we need to let go and let die is any stagnant energy that's really holding us back. We want this forward motion. Now, the Knight of Pentacles, he's slow moving. He's not on his horse. He's walking in front of his horse. So we're going at human pace and we want it to go faster. So what we need to let go of is the idea of that we need to rush through. Have patience and let go of that stagnant energy that's telling you that you need to go faster, okay? When we are in alignment, we can let patience rule, okay? Pentacles are a slow, it's an earth energy sign. It's very earth-based, and that takes time, but it's very long-lasting. So let go of the idea that we need to rush through, because our goals are going to come to fruition when we let go of that stagnant energy that's holding us back and allow patience to reign. Our third card. What do I have to embrace and explore? So we got the Seven of Pentacles. So a few things that sprung to my mind was spiritual growth. It's a slow process. Spiritual change that will manifest in a physical way. When I was going through the guidebook, I got reflecting on your journey. So like your spiritual journey, like reflecting on that. Reflecting on your life journey and where your spiritual path is leading you in this life. You have been doing the work, and it's time to remind yourself to keep going. Any feelings of lack is residual, stagnant energy. So going back to that Knight of Pentacles, we need to release that stagnant energy. So the Seven of Pentacles, what can I do to embrace and explore, is continuing to release that stagnant energy. Reflect on your goals and your spiritual or soul path, and get really clear about what it is that you want to achieve. So when we let go of that stagnant energy, we can redefine and clarify our goals for the future, where we want our soul journey to go. We can embrace and explore those ideas. Pause and take a deep breath in sacred patience to reinvigorate and realign with your goals. Again, this is all very Scorpio energy and new moon energy. New moon is about thinking about where we want to go in this next lunar cycle. And Scorpio is about going inside and discovering deep down our deep down truths. So we can embrace and explore these ideas. We can have spiritual soul growth by clarifying our soul purpose and where we want our physical life to go and manifest. For number 4, how can I embrace or embark on my own personal transformation? We got the 4 of Wands. This is a very happy, celebratory card. The first thing is, again, celebration, enjoyment, taking the opportunity to celebrate the everyday wins. Sometimes we forget to do that. So remembering that even like the simple mundane wins are still a win. You know, a win is a win. With the guidebook, we got celebrate and refine your soul tribe. So see, this person's not celebrating on their own, they're celebrating with others. So this is a time of celebration. We can embark on our personal transformation by connecting to our soul tribe. So you're here watching this video because you are reaching out with your soul, connecting to others, like-minded souls that have a similar purpose. So celebrate with that. This is an energy of collective celebration. Relax, release, and allow your body to integrate the lessons you've been working through. Maybe just take this time to dance, or however you celebrate. So we can embark on personal transformation by just, again, celebrating those everyday wins, reminding yourself that by slowing down, taking a deep breath, relaxing, releasing what's pent up in our body, all that stagnant energy, and just celebrating that, and celebrating that with others. Number 5, how can I speak to the deepest part of my soul? We got the 10 of Swords, which is a really, I don't want to say a dark card, because that's not right, but it does speak of pain. And Scorpio teaches us that through death, we can celebrate life and have hope for the future. What came to me at first was let sadness go. Have your moment of mourning, allowing emotions to flow, then let that fly away. With the guidebook, I pulled out, sometimes we have to be painfully honest with ourselves. Again, this is very Scorpio energy. It's time to be painfully honest with ourselves. Even through pain, we find hope. Pain teaches us how to find our strength and what we need to heal. After every dark night comes the dawn of a new day. Remain open to love, then you will find your hope. So how can I speak to the deepest part of my soul? By being painfully honest. Now, I can't tell you exactly what that means for you because that takes internal reflective thought, okay, through shadow work, through journaling, through your own tarot practice, by finding what's coming up for you and being honest with yourself. What does that mean to you? And sometimes it's a painful answer. But again, even though we experience pain, that's part of being human, that's part of being on this journey. We experience pain, but that pain teaches us something. It's not for nothing. So be honest with yourself and let your soul speak to you about what that means to you. And finally, a new moon blessing that will come my way. We got the 9 of Swords. for a new moon blessing. At first I was like, because the Nine of Swords means nightmares, fears, restlessness, sleeplessness, like not being able to sleep at night. So how is any of that a blessing? So it took me a minute of some deep reflection. The first thing that came to me was time to feel your feelings. Then with the guidebook, it may be time to be purposeful in managing your intrusive thoughts. So letting yourself feel your feelings, but make sure that when you're feeling your feelings, you're not letting anything intrusive overtake you. So intrusive thoughts, they happen to everyone, but we don't need to waste our energy on letting them consume us anymore. Okay, so things that might keep you up at night, that could be stagnant energy that we're talking about. It could be fears for the future that we're talking about. It could be that painful image that's coming to you from the Ten of Swords. Whatever it is, it's okay to feel them and let them come and let them flow, but we don't need to give them energy by letting them become intrusive. Okay, it's really easy to do. I know I do that myself, and it's something that I personally work on as well. So they happen to everyone. So don't give them more energy than what they deserve. Focus your mind instead of staying in that intrusive thought state, focus your mind on healing your wounds and nurturing your needs. So that is our new moon blessing. Making sure that we're aware of our intrusive thoughts, and then spend time healing your wounds and nurturing your needs. Find your own light in the darkness and drive away your fears of the future. Now that's, of course, much easier said than done. But that's why the rest of the cards are what they are, right? We're learning new skills with the Page of Swords. We're reminded to have patience and let go of the need to go faster. We're getting there. It just takes time. The Seven of Pentacles teaches us that we can have spiritual soul growth, and we can embrace that. We can celebrate the everyday wins with our Four of Wands. We can celebrate those everyday wins and celebrate with like-minded souls. It really speaks to our soul when we celebrate with those that share our ideas. Then the Ten of Swords teaches us to be painfully honest. And through that painful honesty, we can find out that our intrusive thoughts don't need to rule us. We can heal our wounds and nurture our needs by recognizing what those truths are. So this is a very Scorpio reading. It is intense and it's brutally honest. And again, that's very much a Scorpio trait. So our Scorpio new moon is full of hope, but it's hope through hard work. That's okay. Hard work is hard work, right? But it's to have wonderful long-term outcomes. So if you're interested in doing more work like this, you can join us over on my podcast where we're doing a journey through shadow work. I will link that in the description below. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. If you're doing your own internal shadow work or, just self-reflective time, continue doing that. Your hard work is going to pay off, and it's going to lead us to a more healed self. And I think that about wraps it up. I hope you enjoyed the reading today. Let me know, for one, if you can recognize where I was. I'm just curious to see how many people are aligned up with me. But let me know if you know where I was. Let me know what your thoughts are about this reading. Did you find it surprising? Were these cards surprising to you? Do you think it makes sense? And what's resonating? What's jumping out at you? I would love to connect with you and communicate with you on a deeper level. So thank you so much for joining me today. Go ahead and like the video if you enjoyed doing this tarot spread. Again, I will link below where I got this spread from. Subscribe if you are interested in mostly weekly tarot and or oracle readings. I try to put one out every week.